The big races this weekend, so it's the final triathlon Tuesday here on the WGN Evening News at 4. This year, WGN is teaming up with the Lifetime Chicago Triathlon and the American Heart Association to raise money to fight heart disease.
Our Mike Lowe is competing in honor of our friend and colleague Erin Ivory, an avid triathlete who was sidelined after suffering from heart failure. Well, this week, Mike catches up with Erin before Sunday's big race.
A year ago, WGN's Erin Ivory would have been biking or running on this path.
For me, so much of it was the push, having a goal, having something to work toward.
The avid endurance athlete would have been preparing for one of her favorite annual events, the Lifetime Chicago Triathlon. Come Sunday, she would have been adding another notch to the finish line tally.
At the end, I would always mark it, right?
But today, it's a simple walk through Harms Woods in Glenview, and the finish line has moved.
The finish line for everyone is different, and it's personal, right? So for me, it was always on the course. It was something that made me feel like I had accomplished something, I had reached a goal. Right now, that finish line is walking Lulu to school.
After suffering a heart attack in February, doctors told the mother of four no strenuous exercise, and certainly no endurance competitions.
I was told in the hospital that I definitely won't swim again. We're not running. Maybe biking with a leisure bike with 3 speeds. So triathlons were out. And I still asked, what about triathlons? No, Erin, you're not going to be doing any more triathlons.
All day, Mikey. Control it, kill it, now you hold it.
That's where I come in. I've been training and will be competing in the triathlon this week in honor of Erin and to raise awareness about heart health and raise money for the American Heart Association.
People who invest in the American Heart Association are investing in change, science and discovery, healthier policies, access to health care, and access to things like nutrition, food, and healthy neighborhoods.
Erin's heart failure was the result of genetics, but the vast majority of cardiac disease can be prevented.
Blood pressure is the key risk factor to having heart disease or a heart event or stroke.
50% of the adult population in the U.S. has high blood pressure, a condition that can be managed and corrected.
You think of how widespread heart disease really touches everyone in some way. It's in my family, I'm sure it's been in many of your families, and if you don't know someone, you likely will in your lifetime.
Erin is recovering.
Not a whole lot has changed. I'm still on this regimen of a lot of medications. I try to do a little walking program, which consists of about 15 minutes a day, and just really trying to keep my head in a positive space.
After the heart attack, her heart capacity was at 28%. In the months since, it's improved now to 32%, which keeps her above the 30% threshold for needing a transplant.
What's helped me is really just to kind of focus those efforts on telling my story.
The response came in the form not of get well soon cards, but of thank you notes.
Emails, letters from viewers, and it's just been overwhelming. I cry a lot of times when I read these letters because my goal was to help one person. I thought if I get one person into the doctor and they don't have to go through what I did, what I experienced, that is worth it.
We want people to be active over time.
Leading cardiologist Dr. John Irwin told us that cardiac patients can still lead active lives.
At any point along the spectrum, we have people that have ability and disability due to numerous different things. Doing a little bit is always better than doing nothing. So we have to walk before we run.
In my case, I have to swim and bike before I can run.
The reality is that triathlon is a very daunting term for a lot of perspectives, but we've all swam, bike, and run as kids.
Lifetime triathlon Scott Hootmacher says Erin's story is inspiring other athletes.
Her story and her experiences, and I guess her passion to keep pushing that forward, is exactly why we're here, just to help spread that ripple.
And so, as Erin transitions to new challenges, she offered me a few tips on one of the least publicized but most daunting aspects of the race.
It's just this kind of frantic...
the transition area, when athletes move from the swim to the bike to the run.
It's really easy just to get kind of disoriented and totally lose track of what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm just placing it out in the order that you would hit it. So you got a list of all the stuff to pack the night before?
Well, I remember they kind of go over it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm gonna sit down here. Okay, so you got your swim stuff. You get off, you're gonna take your swim stuff, and I always throw it to the back, just because then it's not in your way when you're coming, back from transition. First thing, you get off the swim course, you strip off that suit, throw it in the back, and then you're going to stand up and just rinse off your feet real quick, because there's nothing worse than having gravel and sand between your toes for a 50-mile bike ride and then a run, right? Dry it off. Then, if you're gonna be wearing your tennis shoes, my favorite trick is before you get to, like when you're setting up in transition in the morning, baby powder, and I'm giving this to you, my friend, okay? You just throw that in your socks and then have the socks ready to go, okay? When you put that in there, it helps dry your feet. It prevents any, blistering or chafing, and you're good to go for the run.
When one-time givens become would-have-beens.
Was this the number of triathlons you've done?
Yes.
It lends us perspective, and Erin has some as we approach the finish line on Triathlon Tuesday.
When you get to that final stretch, instead of just kicking into it, just enjoy it. Enjoy it, because I like to kind of think back on all of those god-awful early mornings and all the hours you put in and the sore muscles, and just enjoy it, because that's what it's all about.
I will return this to you with one more
Please.
line on the finish.
So nice to have that update on Erin. So Mike is participating in the Chicago Triathlon this Sunday. If you'd like to help fight heart disease by contributing to the WGN fundraiser for the American Heart Association, just go to heart.org/WGN or text WGN to 71777.
And if you didn't get it all down, we have all that